Donald Trump now striking a deal to keep hundreds of jobs in Indiana. Michael Goodwin writing this in the New York Post. Quote, Donald Trump has come a long way from the disarray and chaos the media claimed to spy before his transition even got started. He continues. Such a long way that it's fair to say that Trump is having just about the best 24 hours a president-elect could have. That's a mouthful. I want to bring in Bill McGurn from the Wall Street Journal. How are you, sir?
Very good.
Nice to see you. What do you think? I mean, Goodwin's making the case that he's had two A-plus moves.
Yeah.
Are they?
Well, I seldom disagree with Michael Goodwin. No, I think he's had it's a good week for him. He's making his picks. He's defying the critics who said it was chaos, and he's at a pace that's more rapid than most of the other presidents-elect we've had. And the carrier news is good news for him. You know, it's still early days, though. I mean, the problem is, you know, 2 months from now, he's going to be in office, and he has to produce.
Yeah, I look at the Dow right now. I look at expectations, the way they're moving. Is this a new normal? Are we setting expectations higher than we should? Or is this a country that's saying, come on, man, let's start growing again?
Yeah, I think that's, you know, it's grow, baby, grow, and we'll see whether he can do it. Look, there's a lot of low-hanging fruit in form of regulations that he can overturn. He's got a Republican Congress. So I would say not only he's in a very lucky position with the Republican Congress. He's got a Supreme Court nominee coming up, and he put the names out there during the election so he can claim a mandate. So I think he's in a very good position to start very strong.
You got to ride the wave when the wave
exactly.
is before you.
The dangerous thing is a year from now, if people say there's been no improvement in my lives or something, and that can happen.
We'll watch that. On December 15th, he's going to hold a press conference. We believe his entire family will be there. He will leave his family business that he has spent 50 years building.
Right.
The Office of Government Ethics, apparently a rather discreet organization in Washington, D.C., sent out numerous tweets yesterday. Here's two of them. Bravo. Only way to resolve these conflicts of interest is to divest. Good call. I mean, this is Trump language here. Right. We told your counsel we'd sing your praises if you divested. We meant it, and they did by way of Twitter. What does that all mean?
Yeah, I think it's an outrageous use of Twitter by a government agency. I mean, these things should be handled privately and discreetly, and not grandstanding. Look. People, the basis of a democracy is that you elect people to keep their eyes on the permanent government, not the other way around. You know, that's why we have elections, to hold government accountable, not to hold people accountable to the government.
But what I read from these tweets in the article, in its discreet nature, is that there were ongoing discussions clearly between Trump's counsel and the government was saying, listen, if you want to be free and clear of all this stuff, do A, B, and C. Right. And if you do A, B, and C, we will reward you publicly, and that appears to be the case.
I think that's a very bad deal. I mean, I don't think that's the way government agencies should work. When I was in the White House, it certainly didn't work that way. I had to deal with counsel on ethics questions and releasing tax returns and all sorts of stuff. That's a very, I think for an agency to go public like that, it is a very bad sign.
On the 15th of December, would you expect for him to be free and clear of these questions?
I don't know. He has
Is this the kind of thing that mainstream media goes after him for?
Look, he's always going to have it, even if he divests everything, because his children have business interests. And look, let's face it, when you're in government, people try to curry up to you. He's going to have foreign leaders trying to put on a banquet for his children or something. So there's always going to be a question, no matter what he does. The best he can do is get as free and clear himself and not give in to any undue pressure. But it's always going to be, he's a big businessman. His family has a lot of ties. It's always going to be a question.
Looking forward to your next piece.
Thanks.
Bill McGurn, thank you. Wall Street Journal.